super chat if you want to support the AkHi movement. So, how you feel about ESPN faking Lomachenko record time and time again? What's up? What is the purpose of this? Why are they continually doing this? I mean, AJ said losing to AJ was so nice, I had to do it twice. ESPN copied that blueprint. It was so nice erasing Lomachenko loss that they had to do it twice. So what's the purpose of them continuing erasing Lomachenko loss when BoxRec don't lie? Like ESPN lies, but BoxRec don't lie. So if we said last time, you told me the excuse was, oh, well, it's a mistake. Well, fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I don't recall saying that. Well, what I'll say is that I think that so there's a lot of things, and so part of the course that I teach deals with diversity and equity. So we talk about white privilege, kind of whiteness as a standard and stuff. So it looks like ESPN has clearly gotten to bed with Lomachenko in Top Rank, and they want to kind of prop him up and kind of make him this larger than life figure when you don't have to do that. He's a good boxer in itself, and then you can just let it speak for itself. To me, it's disrespectful. It is nefarious, and also when I say it's disrespectful to people like us. I saw that fight. I saw him lose. I saw that decision. I saw the changes that he needed to make in that. It was a lesson. It was only his second fight in there, but that is disrespectful to me in my eyes and what I saw. And then you are just trying to just change this guy's record. Like, we're not going to notice that. Like, this is what we do. We are pundits when it comes to boxing, and then y'all are trying to change this guy's record and like slip it under there. And I'm sitting there like, when I saw it, I was on YouTube. I went back, I looked again. I'm like, why are they? Why? Because at first I was like, well, it could have been a slip up, but that's not a slip up. We know that he lost. We saw that he lost. But so what? We need to get over this taking a loss in boxing. There was somebody earlier who was talking about that. Actually, it was J-Rock. Like after his win against Hurd, he was so emotional that people in boxing, when you take a loss or something happens to you, they just write you off. They say, "Oh, he's done. He's all that." He did get knocked out against Jamal Charlo, but he was real emotional and say that they just kind of wrote me off because I took a loss, and I don't understand it. It's fine taking a loss. To me, one of the qualities of a champion is how they react after taking a loss, unless you don't have to take one, aka Floyd Mayweather. But we need to get over this. People lose. And the thing about boxing is that any professional team that you like, any whatever, like they lose all the time. But they can have bad days, and then they can still be the champions at the end of that season or whatever. But in boxing, if somebody loses, we kind of like write them off and say, oh, they were overhyped. Oh, they weren't this and that. That is not true. And that's something that the UFC, I should say MMA, we equate UFC with MMA, but their fighters lose all the time. But we know that, but they still have followings. Their fans don't abandon them. And then we need to change that. And then ESPN needs to be taking the task for that BS that they pulled with Lomachenko.
Well, Lomachenko from day one, he lost. You know what I'm saying? He came to the game with an L. You know what I'm saying? He came to the game, and Salido was like, here you go. Take your L. However, when you're a fighter on the hopeless, obviously they're going to try to erase that from your record. And ESPN should be ashamed of itself for doing that. Dirty. Because like, y'all make yourself look bad. For a casual fan to tune in thinking he undefeated, and then he find out he got schooled to the, got taken to the Mexican university, and he didn't just get beat. He didn't want to revisit that school. And Max Kellerman got the guts to say, Lomachenko, he does something we never seen before. Like, what? Like, something you never seen before. Like, I seen it before. I don't know what you talking about. Like, Roy Jones, he did something like, what did he just do? Prince Nassim Hamed, he did something I never seen before. Floyd Mayweather, he did things his way that I never seen before. He was so good that you were like, whoa, like, man, That's a special fighter. However, a guy like Lomachenko is like saying, like, don't get me wrong. For example, Morales, one of my favorite fighters. But don't tell me Morales did something that you never seen before. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fighter with heart that went to war and had great skills. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I would. So with Floyd Mayweather, that fight against Corrales, I was just in awe. And to me, it was one of the things. It was one of those performances I had not really seen before. Just the way that he was in and out, and the way that he controlled.
He made zero mistakes.
Zero mistakes. But with Lomachenko, there are some things that he does that they do stand out. And then it was just like there are some things that he does with his footwork that are pretty. I'm not putting him on a Floyd level because Floyd beat champion after champion. If you look at his resume, all the Hall of Famers that he put to rest. But I will say that Lomachenko does do some things that are pretty awe-inspiring.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I take some of the things that he does, but I seen the same things Rigan Diaz does his way. And Rigan Diaz was more impressive to me. He was more gifted. It's just that when he fought Lomachenko, he had everything against him. Age, activity, moving up 2 weight divisions. Mm-hmm. Lomachenko didn't want to fight the same guy at 126, but he decided to fight him at 130. However, like I said, Lomachenko, like, he a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but it's just the overhype that bothers me. And that's why new media here. We're not here to create confusion. We over here trying to restore order and maintain it. And we give credit to fighters that deserve credit. And fighters that don't deserve to take the credit, we take it away from them. Now, man, listen, this is a topic I've been waiting for. Because a lot of people, you know, like, they don't know. Split Decision happen every Sunday now, live, right?
Live.
However, I will post like a